start recording.
Check.
Check.
Alright,
1, 2,
cool.
3.
Are you correct, Mike? There's something wrong with this cable. Check. There's something wrong with this cable. That's why you should keep it on the mic stand, I think.
No, it's not about the mic stand.
अरे केबल वहाँ हटा नहीं ना आता हल्दी की केबल ते my audio is going.
Okay.
Okay, let's go, bro. Let's
Yeah.
start. Aman, just check the audio once and tell me if it's going well.
Okay.
Bro.
ठेव ना इकडे ये जा इकडून जा समोर ना जा एकदाच जा.
What is this, guys? Our editor is coming in the way and trying to tell us what to do. Share.
Yeah. Is it showing on the page? YouTube page.
Yeah, I'm live. One watching, bro.
Okay. So good evening all over the world, people watching around. Oh, that's not the live. That's the live.
Sorry. Aman, is it live?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Sir,
So-
Deepak, are you ready?
Yeah, our
Okay.
switcher, our editor.
Ready?
Everything. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. So good evening everyone, whoever is watching, who will be watching in future as well. Today's podcast or today's conversation is all about sales.
Business development.
Oh, I'm coming now. Just hold on.
Sorry.
Business development, sales, how to create new avenues and whatnot. So
New
today
avenues in what?
in business as well.
Okay.
Like you can
Be
always
specific, na.
Oh,
New
okay.
avenues can be created anywhere.
Okay. In video production.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hey Deepak, switch करके हमें बोलते हैं.
Come on, focus.
Sorry.
So today we'll be having Advait with us. Advait is founder of the Lost Project. He
I'm
is
not the
in-
founder anymore, bro. I'm the co-founder.
Why?
My wife is the founder now.
Oh, you have given away the child.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that
Now
story.
you know.
Okay, fine. So I recently joined the company 1 year back. I was freelancer initially, and at that point of time, I wasn't doing any business development. It was all about whatever business people are giving me.
Correct.
And now I'm actively getting involved into business development, and I'm facing some not issues.
Why are you getting into business development, though? What is the reason?
Okay, the reason being I've been doing video production for 10 years, and that is something I'm getting saturated by the thoughts. And business development is something I can do, and I can,
How do you know you can do it?
because I gave a shot after you forcing me to do it.
I forced you.
Yeah,
Bro.
literally. Yeah, but that's a good way to teach also people like
Maybe.
this. Yeah. So I remember the first meeting going in like directly
Yeah.
blankly. So that's we'll get into later.
Correct.
I want you to know what motivated you to get into business development. Were you forced? Were the circumstances in certain way? There was no business development happening. Just walk me through.
So, like you said, you've been a videographer for 10 years.
Okay.
I have also been a videographer for 10 years.
Wow.
And somewhere down the line, I realized that, okay, I can do videography up to a point. I can get to becoming a great DOP. I can do ads. I can do films. I can do all that. But that is again limited to who I know.
Okay.
I might know, like, have you heard of the seventh degree? You know every seventh person on the planet, of course.
Correct.
That's a rule. But how do you get in touch with that person, or how does that person get in touch with you?
Okay.
At a point, I was doing about 3 lakhs of revenue, 4 lakhs of revenue a month. But I was doing all the work.
Okay.
From talking to that person, shooting the video, editing the video. Everything was on my behalf. I was the only person doing it.
So you were juggling too many balls at the same time.
Yeah.
And
then I thought, okay, how can I increase my revenue from 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs to, let's say, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs?
Okay.
Now, what's the easiest thing to do? Everyone says that word, scale.
Scale.
How do you scale? I'll have to basically create people like me.
Correct.
How do I create people like me? They can't suddenly come and say, oh, I have 10 years of experience, I'll work with you. Nobody
True.
want to do that because they're very comfortable where they are right now. In fact, I was having this conversation with my brother the other day saying,
Okay.
what do you want to become? Do you want to become a creator or do you want to become a business guy?
Okay.
Because you can be a creator for up to a point.
Correct.
Unless you're an actor or like an influencer, you can still do only one project a day
Correct.
as an influencer because your face is there.
Correct.
Big
Correct.
projects, you can do only one in a day. You can't do multiple big projects in a day. Unless your value is increased
Correct.
to, let's say, 10 crores a day, then that's a different ball game. But that takes a long time, a lot of effort. Then that's also up to who you know in the industry. But This idea hit me when I was out of college. So
Okay.
I started videography when I was in 11th, 10th,
Just to
11th.
break you over, like what year of the college and what were you studying into?
I think it was 2000, no, not even 2000, 2013 or 2014.
Okay.
That's when the Lost Vega idea came to me when I said, ki, okay, this is the market that I want to get into. The reason being, I met freelancers and I told them, ki, I want to work on projects with you. You work on projects with me. Let's collaborate. That's why
Okay.
it's called the Lost Project, because freelancers are lost, right? They have no direction in mind. Ki, हाँ आज project आया कर लेंगे, कल project आया, I don't feel like doing it. Let's scan it.
True.
That's the point of the Lost Project. So I think 2013, 2014, I began doing video content and hiring freelancers, and that's why after 5 years I realized, oh shit, I can only do one project a day, even on my name. Why can't I do 5 projects in a day? How do I get to that level? That's why I got into business, because at one point of time I had no projects for 1 month and I got stressed, bro. Like, shit, I'm a freelancer. I don't have any projects coming up in the next month. How am I going to earn my money? I've spent everything I earned last month. How do I get more money? That's when the idea came. Okay, let's create this into a company. Let's see how far we can take this, and that's how it began. Because as a freelancer, you have no like stability or scale.
Correct.
As a business, you can either lose all your money or gain double. So that's why the idea of starting a business in this based on freelancers.
So you are saying the Lost Project was basically found to help the freelancer to gain more money,
Exactly.
working less,
Exactly.
and get a bigger project on the plate.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the business
Just
development.
to ask you a question, Pushkar, how many projects do you do in a month?
In a month as a freelancer,
As a
freelancer, hardly 5 to 6.
So you're saying that out of 30 days in a month, only 5 days you're busy.
Yeah,
What do you do the rest of 25 days?
rest of the day I try to get more business
How?
by talking with other fellow photographers, videographers, then communicating
So
with
you're
them.
basically networking in your own industry.
Yeah,
So you're limiting yourself to that particular industry.
correct. So that's what.
And how successful have you been in increasing your business? See, let's say 5 days. What's the maximum amount of work you've had in a month?
Okay.
Days wise.
Days wise, I think so. 20 would be the max hitting point back then.
And how many months in a row have you had 20 days worth of work?
3 to 4 months maximum.
In a year?
In a
back
year.
to back? Alternate?
Alternate or
This must
something
be
like-
the wedding season.
Yeah, true. In the wedding season only.
So other than that wedding season, you have no work. For the
Very
rest of
less.
25
I would
days.
say very less work. I think so. 5 to 6 projects in a month.
And what are some of the problems that you've had when you're trying to do your marketing? Let's say you go and talk to your fellow photographers. What is the problem that you've come across?
I think so. Every fellow photographer is also looking for the same thing. If
Okay.
I'm saying that, the other thing would be getting professional touch to it. Like if you're talking to fellow photographers,
But isn't it easier for you to give it a professional touch because you're only doing everything? You know what the client wants, right? You can do everything that the client wants. Alone.
but it's just because the client wants, I was doing it. Like, okay, client ko ye chahiye.
But
That
in
was
the
it.
end, it's about making how you make the client happy, right?
I don't think so.
Why?
Just
That's how it is, right? You have to. If a client says, "Ki, give me a black fade right now and take a shot from this angle," you're gonna do that, right?
but as a videographer, that's just going and shooting from the client's perspective and not adding value
But
to
when
it.
you shoot as a freelancer, you do the same thing, right?
No,
Okay, let's say for example, a
Yeah.
client comes to you, he's paying you X amount of money. He says, "Bro, मेरे को इधर से shot चाहिए, ये shot चाहिए."
Okay.
Are you gonna take that shot or not?
No, I don't think so. I would take
Why?
that.
Why?
There has to be some reason to take the shot
But
from
he's
that
a
angle.
client. If he knew
No.
videography, he would have done it, na?
No.
So you're telling me not once on a shoot you've taken a shot that the client wanted.
If it's supporting the story, then I have taken the shot.
Who are you to decide?
As a videographer, you hired me.
But the client wants it.
Okay, then that's a totally different thing. I would say once in a while, okay, fine.
So you've done it.
Yeah, done it.
so, so why did you think of doing it? Like, what was the reason?
Just the client is telling.
Have you ever had a project where you haven't taken that shot and the client hasn't paid you for it? Like, have you had any projects where the client hasn't paid you because you didn't give them what they wanted? Let's
No,
take it
not
that
yet.
way.
Not happening. Like most of the time, I'm overshooting the content, so that hasn't. At like no point of time, it hasn't happened yet. No,
So do you also edit your own videos?
I used to. Now I'm not.
I'm talking to you as a freelancer right now.
Okay.
We'll get to what you're doing now in a bit
Relatable.
so that we understand na, ki why are we going in this direction.
Okay.
As a freelancer,
Okay.
have you ever edited, shot, done business development, client servicing, marketing, everything in one go?
No. Like as a solo entity.
Yeah.
Okay, as a solo entity, I have done everything. Like that's the only option.
That's
You
what
have
I'm
to
asking
do from start to end everything.
So tell me how you go through a business development call or through a call when somebody approaches you. Ek to as a freelancer, I think people only approach you
Yeah,
first. You
that's
never
true.
approach people
That's
before.
true.
So you're like, ki, okay, I'll sit here today. Maybe I get a call today. Maybe I don't get a call today. I'm fine with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But then you have a limit to how much money you earn.
Correct.
So what made you become a freelancer, and what are the problems you're currently facing as a freelancer in terms of generating more business on everyday basis?
As a freelancer, I will have to get my website up, then do my own digital marketing, own editing as well. I think so. The problem, I think so, the major problem, getting the job regularly. That is
Okay.
the biggest problem, I think so. Then our Indian markets are very price sensitive. If other video,
What is the cheapest you ever worked for?
I think so.
Not free,
Like,
because I would rather do free work than get paid less. So like I don't know if you use the
I
same
think
logic,
so.
but not free, other than free.
Like back then in college days, I think so. 1K, 2K was also like
For a
okay.
day.
Yeah, like not
Damn.
for the full day. 3 hours, 4 hours ka shoot. I think
Yeah,
so.
my first project was 25,000, bro.
Wow.
First project.
How did you crack
And
it?
that guy didn't even know I could do video production.
How did you crack it? Let's talk about
It's
that.
simple, bro. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But you tell me what your problems are in business development. Like when you sit in front of a client, why are you not able to close as a freelancer?
As a freelancer, there is always a hook hanging in my neck. If I don't close the client at what the client is telling me, I will lose that client.
Got it. So you have no leverage. So tomorrow
Yeah,
the
no
client comes in
level.
and tells you, ki, I want this video shot in 5,000 rupees.
Then I will
You will
say,
take it.
okay. Then I will be always looking for okay 5K. I don't have any business on that day. Let's shoot it.
So something is better than nothing. So
Yeah.
that's how far you have to go down to be like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I need work. Something is better than any other on that day I'm not working, so I might as well do a 5,000 rupee gig.
True.
So how does that affect your personality in the market? What if the same guy goes to the agency and says, I want to do this project, and the agency says 30,000, and he gives it to the agency even though they're charging 5 times the amount? How would you feel?
Shit.
Why?
Because the same project, the same efforts I'm putting in, and the agency is putting.
Has this
Some-
ever happened to you before?
Yeah, I think so. We have worked with a client, so that was willing to pay me. I think so, 8,000 to 10,000 for a day,
Okay.
and the same client got converted into I think so 3 to 4x amount of what
Because it
I
was
would
an
take.
agency.
Yeah,
So how do you feel that time?
I was like, okay, there is money, but someone should know how to dig that money from client's pocket.
So
Yeah,
that's why you thought of becoming
Yeah.
a part of our agency or an agency, any agency for that matter.
that's
See, as
one part of it.
Yeah, as a freelancer, you can be working with 5 different agencies and they wouldn't care.
True.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you asked me a question now. Tell me where you want to take this conversation.
Okay, the conversation. I have been doing business development for 3 to 4 months
Okay.
into this agency.
Okay.
Actively, I would say last month.
What do you mean by actively?
Actively, like meeting people, meeting new people. I would say not as a just meeting fellow photographers or videographers, going to different locations, right from sports arenas to meetups, just to connect with new people who are into different businesses, not just sticking
How's
to
that going for you?
initial 2 to 3 conversations were very tough. Like it was a going out of your comfort zone,
Okay.
meeting someone unknown. So yeah, it was uncomfortable, but slowly I
How many did you close? How many
Closing-
people did you meet and how many did you close?
meeting wise, I would say 30 people or something.
Wow. Even as an agency, I don't meet 30 people in a month, bro. That's amazing.
Like just from point of view of making out business, not like closing. I would say we are about to close 3 to 4. Like
And what is the value of these projects?
value of projects, I would say around starting from 30K or something
Okay.
for a project, like a monthly retainer,
Okay.
and other one 50 to 60K or something like that.
So you met 30 people,
Yeah.
and how many days of shoot is this?
Days of shoot one only. Like we are shooting for the whole day.
Great. Whole day.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's about 8 to 12 hours.
8 to 12 hours.
And
yeah.
are you editing in this?
No,
Only shooting.
only
So that's
shooting.
great, right?
Yeah.
How,
For
how did you
sure.
manage to get to that stage?
To get to that stage, I joined an agency.
No. So are you pitching the agency now or you're pitching a freelancer?
I'm pitching as an agency, bro.
Oh, you're pitching as an agency.
Yeah.
That's
As a
a good
freelancer, I've stopped like taking up clients. Just make sure like the clients which I are already serving with.
1 second, wait. Deepak, मी बोलत नाही पुष्कराज बोलतोय. थांब तिकडेच ठेव थांब तिकडेच थांब ना स्विच कर आता पुष्कराजवर ठेव हा आता माझ्या स्विच कर मी या माईकवर बोलतोय हे बघ हे मी आहे स्विच हिअर ठीक आहे ओके पुष्कराज सो वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट that you're pitching as an agency now.
Yeah.
So how did you meet these 30 people? Let's start from the base. How did you meet these 30 people?
So I'm an avid player. Like I like to play all sorts of sports. I made sure I went to a tournament where I was talking.
What player?
Tournament, a paddleball tournament.
So specify
Okay.
paddle ball na.
A paddleball tournament where there were around 20 to 30 individual players playing. And
Okay, wait, we'll have to pause. My audio is not coming only, bro. Yeah, man. Check if my audio is coming now. Check. Wow, bro, this is wild, bro. We need to change this mic. Okay,
yeah.
let's go.
So I went to a paddleball tournament where
Sorry. Before you get into that, these 30 people, are they new clients, new people you've met, or
Absolutely new.
all are like old?
absolutely new. Like they had zero contact with me before that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think so. BNI meetup is also counted into that. Like
Let's get into the details later. Maybe
Okay.
let's go through these 30 people, how you met them, what you spoke to them, and how you were able to pitch to them and get 2 projects out of 30, which is a great number.
Yeah. So I went there, just started talking with this guy. I'm also a sports player, so I can connect with them. I started asking them questions like, "Are you're playing a good backhand?" Just get into the conversation, and then later on, like, "What are you into?" He asked me like, "What are you into?" I'm like, "Video production." He was like,
Nice.
"Okay, I have a business. Would you like to?" Like slowly getting
Interesting.
around. Yeah, that is something I'm
So you did
trying.
not initiate the conversation saying that I run a video production agency.
No. That's the very
They
right.
initiated it.
So the reason for this conversation is just to know I'm at 30% mark. Now I know how to get the conversation going, but how
Okay.
to close the client.
Understood. But you've closed 2 clients, na?
Almost there to close. That is
What do you mean by almost?
I think so. What do you say? It's on a to and fro conversation, just throwing around like, "Hey, hi, what's up? Yeah, I talked to you
So
about
this is
the
not
project."
closed. This is not closed. It is still in. So you're still in the first phase only, where you are convincing them that this is the amount of money you should be taking for this project.
Correct.
So 50,000 may say there's no confirmation कि I'll give it to you.
No. There's no confirmation.
There's no
but
confirmation of a single
almost
project.
Yeah.
Out of 30 people.
No.
Now that's bad. I thought you said you had 2 closed, which means that they have confirmed saying कि let's shoot on this day.
Okay. No. Then that's
Zero
not good.
confirmation.
Zero
How can you
conversation.
consider that as a confirmation?
It's still in conversation, and they
Still,
all
you can have 30 conversations. Does that mean it's closed?
No. Okay, so once the client
See, you
is
can
willing
consider that it is closed when you get an advance and the
Okay.
money drops into your account.
Okay.
Till that time, it's not confirmed because he can tell you one day before the shoot also, "Ki bro, I don't want to do this."
Oh, okay. So until and unless there is money dropped into your account, there is no closure.
No, bro,
You
never.
call it as a zero closure.
It's always zero.
Okay, that's
You
the first
can't
case, and I
assume
think
ki
so.
bro, I have this one client who's going to give me this money on this day.
Oh.
Then we'll see.
So you shouldn't daydream. That is what you are saying.
Yeah.
Always stick to the facts.
Yeah,
That's what
always
you're
stick to
saying.
the facts.
Okay. Okay, so first
Like
fact,
for
zero
example,
closure.
when you've been dating somebody for a long time and
Okay.
you say you're going to get married. Are you married?
No.
No, na.
No.
It hasn't gone into the registry of marriages, right?
Okay. Cool. Cool.
You still consider it as an open and relationship dating. It's not
Correct.
marriage.
Correct. Okay. This is getting on to me now.
Yeah. Now consider that as a
Example.
relationship and example, and now tell me, keep business. It's the same thing, bro. You met 15 people, but you ended up dating one person, right?
Okay.
For 10 years. Now you're in a relationship with her. That's great, but marriage. So
Okay.
let's go there. So 30 people, 30 conversations.
Yeah.
What stage is each conversation at?
Some of the conversation was like, okay, like back end, okay, till sports. It didn't get beyond that.
Okay.
Okay, then I had to back off.
Okay.
Also, I had
Why
to.
to back off?
Because I think so. The person wasn't interested in the conversation at all.
Do you
Like,
think the conversation you had was not interesting enough for him to be interested?
I think so. He was also there just for some other reason, not to play paddle ball. So I didn't get on the right foot with him as
Probably.
well.
But he's still a lead for you. Have you told you to
Potential.
like get lost?
No. Absolutely not.
Next time somebody says get lost, just call them to the lost again.
Surely.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. Then there were other few leads.
In a percentage of how many people have backed off?
Backed off, I think so. 5 to 10 people. I think so. That's
Okay.
20%.
30%.
20 to 30%, something like that.
33%
Yeah.
technically, but
Yeah.
okay. So you're saying 30% people have backed off. What are the rest of the 70%?
70% out of them, we got to the conversation like the video production guy and what's the business you're running into. Bounce a few.
So let's consider the first 30% as cold leads.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. So that's another 30 to 40% were like, okay, I'm interested, but they didn't took the conversation. I had messaged them back. Hey, hi, we had a conversation on the
What do you
other
message
day.
people?
Okay, the message goes like, hey, hi, we met the last week. We were at the paddle court. We had a great conversation and would like to take this forward when you want to do a Google Meet or
And how
something.
many days after you met them did you send them a message?
I think so after a week or something.
Oh, that long? You took
Yeah.
that long to respond to them?
Okay, so my nature is generally I don't like to get into people's business or.
But
get
what if
into
it is just to
people's
remind
name.
them that you met them? Are you a personality that can be remembered every time somebody meets you? Will you be remembered?
Uh, not for everyone, I guess, but for some.
Whoever you meet, will they remember you on your first meeting?
No, I don't think so.
So then, why do you assume that you're getting into their lives? They might
Okay.
not even remember you after the
Okay.
paddle ball.
Okay. So what's the procedure you will follow?
Forget the procedure. I'm asking you a question. I'll get into the procedure. You ask me questions. But do you think somebody, if I meet you for the first time today, and we have a conversation, we play paddleball, and then you tell me, do this, do that, and tomorrow will I remember you?
A day or two, I think so.
Why would I remember you?
We had a great conversation. The person.
The great conversation was for you. How do you know it was a great conversation for me?
I think so. The conversation back, I think so. You gave me that's.
Bro,
something.
that is not a degree of deciding whether.
Then what's the degree? I don't know. Like
you think about it. The guys. That's why I'm getting to that. So let's say that next 30% was warm leads who are having a conversation with you, but don't want to give you anything.
Okay.
They want to have a conversation with you, but they don't want to give you any business. They're just like, great, you're a videographer. Wow, that's so cool. What a lovely life you have. You don't work 24 hours a day. Blah, 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 blah. All that. Must be that also.
Okay.
What about the rest of the 40%?
The hot leads.
I don't know. I'm not calling them hot leads.
Okay.
What is the stage? So you said first, let's say 10 to 15 people are not responding. They said bye-bye. The next 10 to 15 people are saying, oh, great, you're a videographer. Maybe you can be a help to me. What are the rest of the people?
I think so. After a week, also they were not responding. So
they are back into the warm lead.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you have 0 leads right now.
Yeah.
So what people have you reached the stage of budget then?
I think so. 40 to 50K or something like that.
No, how many people?
30 people. That is a...
No. But so you're telling me in the first conversation you told them that this is going to be the price of the budget. This is going to be the budget of the shoot.
No.
Then how many people out of the 30 people?
Okay.
No, you've reached the quotation stage.
I think so. 5 to 6 people.
And why have you reached the quotation stage with them?
They also run a business.
Okay.
Like one was into wires, the other was into computers or something. Then that's how it got to the budget stage.
So how did you quote them? What are you shooting for them?
Sorry.
What are you shooting for them? How did you end up quoting them the X amount that you've chosen to quote them? How did you end up quoting them?
So we had a conversation at that point only. What are the requirements from the client?
On the quote.
No, no, no. With the conversation we are having on the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's something we talked about.
So how did you introduce yourself and how did you reach the quotation stage?
Like the first stage, second stage, third stage.
How do you know first stage, second stage, third stage? I'm asking you.
First stage is like having a conversation at Paddleball Court.
Great.
Second is having a follow up to with
Great.
him. Third is like he's giving me the information I'm asking.
Correct.
That means
So
he's
6
interested
people
in-
have given you back information and you've
Yeah.
quoted them.
Yeah.
Why did you quote them the amount that you asked for?
Given the project or something, I
Give me
thought
an
of-
example.
Okay, the company which does wiring solutions, they were looking for a daily based videographer who can also shoot maybe in a phone or something, but they just wanted to post it daily.
Okay.
So I'd say like a videographer would charge anything around 3K to 4K in a mobile.
This is a
multiple-
freelancer.
Yeah,
Not an agency.
we will be hiring a freelancer.
So how are we getting a videographer at 3,000, 4,000 rupees?
There are people working
Why would you hire them?
just to scale up.
But 3,000 rupees, would you work for me for 3,000 rupees?
No.
Why? How did you end up telling the client that the videographer is going to charge 3,000 rupees?
No, I haven't told him. Like directly postation, 90,000 or something.
For how many days? How did you do that calculation on the spot? That's what I'm asking you.
For a month, it's 90,000.
How?
Yeah, it's basic calculation.
How? Tell me how.
3,000 into 3.
So you're telling me that the client is ready to hire somebody to shoot for 30 days at 3,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
Then why did you quote 90,000?
Okay. So I quoted a bit on a higher end. That is.
I'm not saying it's higher or lower. How did you end up quoting at 3,000 rupees per day? Why did you think that the client is ready to do a cost of 3,000 rupees per day?
Okay. Okay. Is it a potential? Like I think so. Is he willing to?
Yeah,
pay
how
that
do you
much?
know? How do you know?
I
he's
don't
gonna-
know. I just
So
assumed
that's why I'm
like
asking you why. In any conversation, did you find out, oh, this guy earns this much money, that's why I should
No.
choose 3,000 rupees.
No.
He wants X experienced person, that's why I'm quoting 3,000 rupees.
No.
That's why I'm asking you, how did you end up choosing the number 3,000 to quote a client?
No previous study directly.
Why would you do that?
Because that's something I'm not used to. I just
Did he close? What happened after you sent him 90,000?
He just replied like, "This is very high for me, and I'm not willing to."
So you didn't explain why 90,000.
Okay.
You didn't. I'm asking you. You didn't tell him what all is included. You didn't tell him that it'll be 30 days a month. You didn't ask him how many months a year does he want us to shoot. You didn't ask him what kind of content you want. Did you ask him all these questions?
No.
Then how did you quote 3,000 rupees a day?
Just for the videographer.
But how? What are the deliverables? Now think of me as a client, okay?
Okay.
I'm talking to Hi Puskaraj. I need a videographer for 30 days a month. Give me a
Okay.
videographer. How much did you quote me?
What are the requirements you have?
I just want somebody to shoot a video.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing technical.
Nothing technical. I just want somebody to shoot a video.
So 3,000 rupees a month. Oh, day.
Why 3,000 rupees a day? What
Yeah.
are you including in that?
Just the videographer and the camera.
You know what I want?
No.
So ask me the right questions.
What business are you into?
You know what business I'm into.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
Video production.
No, I'm into wires.
You're into?
Wire production. I
Oh.
make the casing for wires. Ask. See, I'm a client sitting in front of you. You can't respond like that.
Okay.
Think of me as a client sitting in front of you and talk to me like you would with somebody else. You want somebody else to sit here? Aman? Hey, Aman. Come here, be the client. Be the client.
Alright.
Wait. There, take. I'll just sit here only.
Why?
I'll just sit now.
What am I supposed to say?
That's
You're a
exactly
client
we
for
both
a
are figuring.
business of wire casings and you want a videographer.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I need to get done.
Okay. So what are the requirements from you? And like, you want to do a video each day and post it regularly, or just a monthly content and then shoot and post only one video out of those 30 days?
Definitely not just one video in the 30 days.
Okay.
I would want to have more regular so that I can at least reach out to as many as people as I can.
Okay. So I think so. It's not necessary we shoot it every day. Let's
Sure.
do it twice or thrice a week, and we can get enough content and we can post it a weekly or something like that.
Yeah, as long as you can get that content out there, doesn't matter how many days you shoot for.
Okay. And what are the particular content pieces you are looking at? Like, you want to get the daily workflow of yours into it, or just the videos of wires and
So I would probably want to show how the system works, what's good about our product, and um, the specific details of our wire casings as well.
okay.
We would need to definitely show how it works behind the scenes as well, so that people know that we're getting the right sources and resources to create this product.
Okay. So I think so we can also include some case studies of your product initially they have done, anything like that.
Yeah, we can probably take reviews from people as well to see how their experience has been with our product, if it's worked for them,
Okay.
and how long our product has actually lasted. That really matters a lot. for us.
Okay. Yeah, I think so that is something we can do very easily. So yeah.
Oh yeah?
I think so I'm just getting the conversation done, not getting the right questions asked.
So Aman, did you close or no? Are you going with him or not?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Why?
Because he's given me the confidence that he'll be able to shoot.
At what price?
We didn't close that price.
Oh, you didn't get to the price.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're confident that he'll shoot the video.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's get ahead from there. So then, what did you say to him that he's confident that he's ready to work with you?
I think so. The initial requirement was shooting it daily, and the requirement was to post it weekly. So I asked him, like, it's not necessary we shoot it daily. We can shoot it.
Why did you feel like giving your opinion?
Because it's not necessary to shoot it daily. The same job is done.
But what if the
every-
client wants it daily?
It's the same job.
So you can create new content every day.
Okay.
Did you tell him the value of the content that you're gonna shoot for him?
No.
Did you tell him that you're saying you will reduce your work? Why did you reduce your work? From getting paid to shoot every day, you went to shooting once a week,
2 to the right survey.
2 to 3 times a week, to do the same amount of content.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Just thinking good for the client as well.
You're reducing his content, you're reducing his budget, but you're not explaining to him what the value of the content will be.
Okay. Out of this one now.
So let's take your example only. You become the client, I'll become the videographer, and I'll explain to you how it works.
Okay.
Okay? Pushkar, what do you do?
So I went to wirings and casings of the wiring.
Okay?
Yeah.
Why do you want to do videography? Why do you want somebody to shoot video?
So the product we are serving, it's very niche and very few people know about it, and we would like to get this product to the masses and shoot the content for it.
What do you mean by masses?
Masses
I'm
of-
not gonna. Are you going to be able to like? So you're saying that I can buy a wire from you?
No,
Then what do you mean by masses? Like, is there a certain target audience? Is there a certain age group? What are these videos going to be for? How many videos do you need a week? What are the products you're going to use? Say something. Let's take a domain that you understand.
sports.
Sports. Okay, great.
Okay,
So what sports?
sports like a handball match, I would
Okay,
say.
handball. So are you a player? Are you a team? Are you a team owner? Are you a sponsor?
Okay, no, as a
Why
uh,
not take a real estate builder? Let's take a builder, na, for example.
okay,
Why not
fine.
take sports? It's complicated for you only. Let's say you have a real estate agency.
Okay,
Let's say.
okay, I have a real estate agency now.
Yeah, sit like you own like 300 crores in your bank account, bro.
Never used to that.
So,
Okay.
Pushkar, why do you want video content?
So currently we are working on a villa
Okay.
project,
Okay.
and it has some very futuristic things to sell.
Okay.
And I would like to highlight those pointers.
What are they?
Uh,
Why do you think it's futuristic? There are so many like I will ask nicely, of course, not in this tone, but so let me talk on for like I don't know. So what is special about this villa? Like why do you want to shoot this only specifically? You must have 10 other projects. Why do you want to shoot the villa specifically only?
Totally off the point.
What? What happened?
Nothing.
You want to take a break?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's take a
Probably
break.
will.
Okay, let's take a break, guys. We'll come back to this podcast in the next session. I think Pushkar is a little zoned out. I think too much information has gotten to him. Okay, cool. See you guys later.
Attacking him, dude. You're attacking him.